Hey everybody, this is Calvin Waite. I trade crypto for a living. I'm not a registered or licensed financial advisor, planner, or broker, so nothing on this channel should be taken as a recommendation to buy or sell. I also trade all of these things, so I probably have a vested interest in there. But there's plenty of entertainment value and lots of education, so this will be awesome. For those of you who didn't know, my subscription channel is live. So look at the link in the description over at cryptoinfluencers.com and you can see how I make all of my trades and what I do and what I think about everything. This channel is for more hypothetical and looking at trends, and the other one is for actual trading, so you might be interested in that. Well, happy Thursday, everybody. We have a lot of interesting developments. I decided that I'd get really nitty gritty and start talking about a little bit of intraday stuff. I never ever trade on intraday information. I still trade just once a day and watch things happen as they come, but there's been so many fascinating things developing as we're approaching 25,000 that I figured I would kind of dig in with you guys and show you what some of the things that I'm seeing. Before I get too far, I always do a live stream on Wednesday, so you're always welcome to join. I do it at 12:30 Mountain Time, and we are daylight savings, so it's kind of a pain, but it's 2 Eastern is the time. So then with that, cryptoinfluencers.com is my home base. This is my free channel. Oops. My free channel is here, and my subscription channel is here. So couple things there. All right, let's dig in and take a look. Right now, I could practically delete everything on this chart. Let me just open it up here. I could delete everything except for this top line. This is the most important line right now that we are watching. We've been watching it ever since the first time that we hit a candle high. This was on the 16th of February. So we've been watching this line for quite a while. Let's see. You know what? I think it started on the 4-hour. Yep, 4-hour. So when the 4-hour hit this line, we started tracking this, and we've been watching this line for a very long time, and it is just below 25,000, 24,950. And we've been kind of up over 25 and below and all over the map. We touched it a lot of times back up here before we really fell down, and now we're doing the same thing again. So this is what I'm looking at in this situation. So first of all, the more you hit a resistance, the more important it is and the more it weakens. So we are expecting this line to weaken. 25,000 is also the same level that we were battling over here and got rejected. So we are no stranger to this $25,000 level. This one was actually slightly lower, 24,460, and we traded up above about 25,000 just maybe twice, maybe 3 times, just a couple times in here, and then rejected, boom, and we were out of here. So what is happening now? What is happening now? So I'm going to go to the 1 minute chart. Actually, I'll go to 5 minutes just so you can kind of see what's happening. But we have been hitting 25,000 over and over and over and over. So you can see we finally hit 25,000. We had a huge short squeeze. So we blew up all the way to 26,400. And then we quickly, so this is a 5 minute chart. So this is within a couple of hours, we quickly went below 25,000. And since then, we've battled with it multiple times. So here was an attempt. So 1 attempt. Here's number 2, number 3, and now more recently, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. And this 8th time only happened another 15 minutes ago. We're not only hitting this over and over and over, but we're doing it faster. We had a bigger break here, and now we're hitting it. regularly. We're talking about, what is this, 5 hours? We've got 10:50 and 14. Okay, so 4 hours here, and then about 15 to 19, another 4 hours. And now we've attempted it most recently much quicker, from 1920 to 2140. So 2.5 hours. And this chart it's heating up. I know from a daily, it looks like we're kind of slowing as we approach the 200, and that is possible. But when I'm looking at it intraday, it seems to be, we seem to be testing it and testing it and testing it. And one kind of unusual thing that happened. So I'm going to pull up all 3 charts today. I have Bitcoin on top, Ethereum here, and S&P. And this was something I pointed out to the Pro Channel this morning. This morning when market opens at 13:30, you can see how on bottom, oh, I guess you can't see, let me move my face. On bottom, we had a couple of moves, up, down, little jag. We were exactly matching the S&P. And then we moved up to this point, and tiny little return, and Bitcoin was more intense. You can see how we moved up a lot more, moved down a lot more from that tiny little move. And then S&P just went on a run. And the second we hit 25,000, that was this candle right here. Do you see the dotted line in the bottom? The dotted line down at the bottom is right here. So we should have continued up for another 5 candles, but instead we got a reversal and 5 red candles. So there is a very large entity or combination of entities that are holding this back. Somebody does not want this to break 25,000. And so the S&P, we track this thing pretty closely under normal conditions. And we hit new daily high, new daily high, new daily high, new daily high, new daily high all day long with S&P. And then some at the end of day, brand new all day, daily highs. And Bitcoin, instead of staying in the green zone, we were in yellow, white, yellow, red zone for most of the afternoon. Like it was a complete divergence the second we touched 25,000. So we have some interesting stuff going on. I can't tell you how much money it would take to hold down the Bitcoin economy below a specific level, especially when the volume spikes are happening on right at those moments. So if I go to so I'm on the 1-minute chart. We had a little bit of volume here. This is on Binance. Our volume here was 1,000 Bitcoin at the very top. On either side, that was pretty much the max. And then we had a downward volume spike here. It was only 1,100. And then finally during midday, we had a really big volume spike of 2,300 Bitcoin. That was this one. And the reason it was so big was because we had just closed a candle at 25. And so we had another short squeeze. So this 25,000 level is really being watched. And it took us 3 minutes before we were back below. And then we've struggled all day long again for quite a few hours until just recently. And we did it again, and it took a volume spike of 1,200 Bitcoin to get us up. Like people are excited, and then we're getting dropped back down. So it is a coin flip. It is a coin flip between whether we can breach 25,000 or not. Honestly, if we get a daily close above 25,000, it is going to be pretty awesome. Like it's going to really get us there. So I've been watching this very carefully, watching to see how it will play out. But there is some structure in this chart that's showing that things are heating up. Let me go to the 1 hour chart. And we're gonna look at this line. So we put this line on here on the 4 hour, and we put it on, a month ago. And look how it is in play right now. So this was our 26,000 short squeeze. We popped back below it. And now look how important it is. So the second we dropped below it, we also lost the 20. So we came up, and not only did we reject off of 25,000, but we rejected off the underside of the 20, which is not great. Then we had a wild candle, both up and down, trying to breach the 20, rejected off of 25,000 again for a couple of candles. And then we dropped below the 20, exited the green to the yellow zone, which is usually bearish. That brought us all the way down to the bottom of our range. So we still have this, this range is still in play. So it's crazy how these things come back around even a month later. But this bottom is a low of 23,896, and this is 23,897. So it was pretty precise. Very, very precise. We dropped exactly to the bottom of this trading range, and we are now, we are ranging up and down. But what does this look like? It looks really funky. But guess what we've got? We pretty much have. It's hard to even draw it because it's like a wacky multi-shouldered Head and Shoulders. So we have we've got this thing going on. And you know what? Take your pick of which one of these you want to take. But do you see how close we are? This is the 1 hour. This is the 1 hour candle. This didn't fill in. Why not? There it is. So we are. There's a shoulder and a shoulder and a shoulder. So 3 shoulders on this side. We've got this lumpy rounded head down here at the bottom, and then we kind of have shoulder, shoulder, shoulder. We've got 3 shoulders. We're like intraday. We have a very, very, very strong Head and Shoulders coming. So this Head and Shoulders is actually very, very strong because we've had so many touch points on the same level. You touch a line enough times and it weakens. And we've done this how many times? We've had between our 3 shoulders on either side, we've hit this thing 6 times in this formation. 6 times in this formation. And our highest close was just recently. That was this one here. And we closed at 24,953. Our line is, yeah, 24,950. So we are breathing down the neck of this. Well, down here we lost our 20 and our 50. So we were trading below the 20 and the 50. We were above both, but our momentum was coming down. On this side of the Head and Shoulders, we had a big candle to get through the 20, came back and found the 20S support, then closed a candle on the neckline above the 50. So this flipped our yellow zone to a green zone, and then we came back down, found the 50S support, brief yellow zone because we just dipped below it for 1 candle, and back up. So now what do we have? We have 2 hours of support off of our rising 20, which is awesome. We want our 20 to be sloping upwards, and we found it as support. Now we add in our 50 that we're trading above, and this hour, the current hour, our 50 is now sloping upwards again, so we're back to a green zone. We have our 100 coming up nice. We have our 200 lazily coming on up for support. Man, guys, like at some point, I mean, within, I don't know, I mean, how long does it take for these things to break out? A couple hours? Like, it's coming up here. And our daily close is in 1 hour and 40 minutes. So we have 2 hours, and believe me, man, if we get a close above 25,000 at end of day, it would be pretty good. I would just love to get all over this. This is our weekly 200. So step 1, we want to close Let me put this on the right place. This is not a weekly. So if we could get a close on or at or above the 200 weekly, that would be 25,333 on our current, at our current levels. A close up here, step one, is a close above the 50. If we can just close above the 50, that is major. Like, that is huge. Getting above that would be phenomenal. Closing on or above the 200 would be, would just be like we're on our way. We're out of here. Because not only do we do that, but we're also breaking our neckline on our weekly head and shoulders, our inverse head and shoulders, I should say. So things are heating up, guys. Like, it is close. There is, I've seen both sides. I've seen the bulls and the bear side of this. I just feel like until there's evidence that the bears have the upper hand, there's too much bulls shouting in my face. It just looks really good. We just have to get there. That 1 hour, like we have intra hour, so intra candle. We've had wicks above this line, many. But we need a candle body. We need a close of a candle body up above 25,000. And if we do it on the hourly, that would be phenomenal. If we close the hourly, and this next hourly candle is the daily close as well. If we had a candle up here at the daily, I'm gonna get excited. So anyway, these are all things that are boiling under the, this is all boiling underneath the surface as we are anticipating some kind of move for Bitcoin. This little section between the 50 and the 200 on the weekly is where a lot of stuff is happening. We have so much support below us, but we've got our 50-month moving average right in the middle of this. We have our 50 weekly, which is going to be really easy to cross soon because it's still dropping. And we have our 200 lazily rising up. If we get above both of these, man, it'd be pretty sweet. Pretty sweet indeed. So this is where we are. This is the 1 minute candle. Just had a golden cross on the 1 minute. We don't trade 1 minutes. But there is just a lot of information here. High volumes on every attempt to break 25,000. And I'm just wondering, when is one of these babies going to stick? Because if it sticks, if we can get up here and it sticks, it's going to be fireworks. So pretty exciting, watching this little by little, waiting to see how it's all going to play out. We're close though. I mean, on the hourly, we're right there. It could go either way. This will break up or down. And we've got a really funky looking inverse head and shoulders. We just need that close, man. We just need to break that neckline and stay there. Okay, that's it for today. We will catch you tomorrow. And if you have questions, I do read the comments and I comment. Sometimes I'm a little slow, but if you have questions or anything else, feel free to jump in there. I'm always watching that. All right, see you guys. Thanks for making it to the end of my video. Make sure you keep those trades small. Don't force a trade. Don't get impatient. And if you want to see how all this works, please come over and check me out on the subscription channel at cryptoinfluencers.com. Again, the link is in the description.